Hello, Virgo. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Virgo is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Virgo, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. Two of Cups, love. Spirit is saying that if you love something, pursue it. If it resonates with you, go after it. Okay, this is an urge to merge. This is telling me that you want something in your life, that you are either on that path toward uniting with this thing, or you feel it in your heart and soul. You know, it's something that is drawing you to it. There's a magnetism here. It's almost like, I think what you're seeking, right, is also seeking you. And there is just this spiritual, like GPS, the spiritual compass that's pointing you in that direction. And it's pulling you toward it. And I feel like you need to follow that. You need to follow that feeling, okay? There's something that you love more than anything else in the world. And Spirit's encouraging you to answer that call, to respond to that summons, and go get it, and go do it. Now's the time in your life that you can pursue what your heart really, really wants. Okay, let's put this card into a little bit of context. This is a very nice way to begin. That we have an 8 of Wands. We have the Lover's card. Yes, we do. We have the Star, a 9 of Cups, and an Emperor. Wow. Yeah, that's beautiful. We have your superpower card, the Hermit energy. We have a 4 of Pentacles. We have a 4 of Cups. We have a 2 of Swords. So the 2 of Swords, the heart and the mind, right? 2 of Cups, 2 of Swords. I feel like your heart wants it, but your mind is like, well, I don't know yet, you know? I think that, I think that this is something that you need to pursue, right? I don't know what it is, but I do feel that it's going to make you tremendously happy to be in pursuit of that, whether it is it's your destiny, whether it's a relationship, a family, whether it is any other particular goals that you have, if it is, if it has something to do with like the home that you want, or like building a family or building a business. I feel that it's going to be rewarding just for you to take the initiative and to say, I can do it. You know? To be on that path, I think, is going to be very rewarding. Okay? Let's select the mystery card. Bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it down right here with big red ant right on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any moment during this message you feel like you might know what that card might be, put your prediction in the comments down below. Now, as we look around the room, we see 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana energies. Right now, this cradle of divine energy, you're being held by Spirit. Okay, you are being supported by Spirit right now. You got fire right here. You got water, 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 a little bit of air, a little bit of earth. Okay. The 2 of Cups is, again, kind of your general energy. This is your station. This is where you are on the spiral road right now. Your heart is activated. There is something that you desire more than anything else in the world. Okay, this is an urge to merge. This is like you've fallen in love with something. Doesn't have to be romance, but if that's what you're after, that's what you're after, right? It could be that, but it doesn't need to be. This is the desire for union, okay, with your goal, with whatever it is. You have this kind of passion. And you also have this 8 of Wands, because this card is sometimes anxiety. Okay, sometimes this is a card that's saying, I just can't sit still anymore. There's something in you that is just, it's not going to be contained any longer. Okay, it's being called to this adventure. It's being called to this pursuit. Yeah, this can be a restless energy. This can be a message for you to really, like, don't waste time being anxious. You know, the jazz hands, the kind of tap dancing on the shag carpet. We want to move, but we don't know if we should, or we don't know which direction to go, or, you know, so we're not moving. We're burning a lot of calories, but we're not actually traveling anywhere. I think Spirit's telling you, the cards are telling you, get going. Start something now. It doesn't matter if you have the whole plan figured out or not. I don't feel like you do. Sometimes this is just get creative. Put yourself out there. Sometimes this is like throw a bunch of stuff at the wall and see what sticks. Doing anything right now, no matter how unplanned or ill-prepared you are, doing anything is better than doing nothing. Do it quickly. Get started as soon as possible. Okay? Spirit wants you to make haste while the sun is shining. Okay? Pick up the pace, get the let out. Because otherwise this card becomes anxiety, because we start to worry about the future. We have an anxiety over a future that we want, but we feel like it's getting further and further away because we're not moving. Once you start moving your feet, I think things are going to be a lot more calm for you. You know, there's going to be almost a peacefulness because you're pursuing your love. You're doing what makes you happy. You're pursuing that life that you want, right? And whatever the 2 of Cups is, this could be your desire for a particular kind of future or a particular kind of life, okay? This could be a desire for a spiritual union. This could be, I mean, anything. You're falling in love and it's pure and it's real. And Spirit's saying, act on it. Take one step as quickly as possible, okay, to get going. And maybe you don't know which way to go, so it's kind of like saying, just do a lot of things. Put a lot of irons in the fire. Put out a bunch of feelers in a bunch of different directions, okay? Maybe that 2 of Cups is about a talent that you have. You don't know how to turn that into a business. Well, just start somewhere. Figure out, you know, a dozen things that you could do, okay? A dozen ideas. Just gather, brainstorm a bunch of ideas and do each one. And then, of course, as you see which ones really gain strength or which ones really kind of make the most sense, then you can narrow it down. I feel like that's what your Emperor is doing in the forward future position, but I think that this is the only way to begin. And this is with a burst of energy. It might be frantic, it might be scattered and chaotic, okay? But it's getting the ball rolling, okay? It's setting something in motion here that I think can't be cooped up any longer, yeah? So right now in your life, you're being told to pick up the pace, yeah? To get things going, move faster. And whatever you're pursuing, whatever that love is that you feel in your heart, pursue it faster, okay? Underneath the surface, that Lover's card. This is the desire for union. This is that card of choice. Does not have to be romance, but if this is what you're looking for, then this is what you're looking for. If you are looking for love, this is that card of the soulmate, the ideal relationship. This is a card that's basically saying, heck yes, 1,000% to something, okay? There's no reservations. There's something inside of you that wants this no matter what. There's no doubt. There is no, I don't know, maybe. I think the 2 of Swords, if anything, is, I know I want this more than anything in the world, but I don't know exactly how to get it. Okay? But we'll talk about the 2 of Swords. But the Lover's card is that desire for union. It is the union itself, okay? It's the choice to unite with something. It's the choice, it's the yes. Is the ultimate yes card, okay? And so I feel that there is something in your life right now that you want to say yes to, and Spirit is saying, hurry up and say yes to it, and start moving in that direction. Start taking steps toward it, even if you don't know which way to go, etc. It's better to move in any direction than to stay put, okay? Because, you know, we do have the 4 and the 4 over here, right? So that Lover's card, yeah, that union, that yes, that choice that you need to make to enter this path and pursue this union, whatever this is in your heart. The Star card in the background is interesting too, because for a couple of things, I feel like this is something you're moving past, first of all. So you're beyond the stage of this being just a hope. You know, you're beyond this just being some kind of a distant goal, a distant dream, a pipe dream. Just one point of light way out there in the fabric of the night sky, and never actually going to do it. It's just kind of like it's just a dream, you know. You're moving past that now. It's starting to really become a legitimate possibility. Like you're really going to start doing it now. Okay, it's becoming now more than just a distant wish, more than just some kind of a long lost hope or a pipe dream. Spirit's telling you to make it real. Do something concrete that's going to set this in motion. Okay. I feel like this is also you realizing that this is your destiny and you are meant to do this all along. Okay. I think that you've always kind of known what this was or what it is. And I think that maybe for a long time you didn't pursue it for whatever reason. Maybe you felt like life got in the way, you know, or that it was too much of a long shot. Yeah. But for whatever reason now, Spirit is saying that this is no longer in the realm of just a dream or a fantasy or a wish, that this is now you're being inspired to actually do it, to go forward with it. So I don't know if it's like a talent that you have or just kind of like something that you've always wanted to do or always wanted to experience. But now this is that kind of confirmation from the universe that it's time for you to begin. It's time to pursue this. The 9 of Cups at the top here is happiness. It's superabundance, really, right? And really it's telling me that this is worth it for you, okay? This is Jupiter in Pisces. This is an expansion of the joy and the pleasure and the abundance of your life. This is something that is going to multiply your happiness. It's a happiness multiplier. Okay? So Spirit is telling you to pursue your happiness and give it everything you have. Don't pull out, don't like pull any punches, right? No holds barred. Pull out all the stops, okay? And take a chance on this dream. Because this isn't a pipe dream. This is something that can become real for you. Yeah. The 9 of Cups is abundance on the physical, financial, mental, emotional, and spiritual creative planes. This is the dream that keeps on dreaming, the happiness that keeps on happening. I think that really this is Spirit confirming that just you being on this path and traveling toward the goal is going to be infinitely more rewarding than staying home with the jazz hands getting the anxiety. You know, just being on the road is going to feel good. You know, not even, no matter the destination, but just being out there working on it is going to be very rewarding for you. So you're pursuing your happiness. You're living a happy life. I think that this is you kind of living the life that you were meant to live. Is a prophecy. Okay? And I think that you've always known that, or you've always wished or hoped that, one day I would do it. I think that day is now. I think this Eight of Wands is saying, get busy now. You know, what's something that you can do today to get it in motion? One simple step even. Okay? And maybe this is, you know, sending out a bunch of applications somewhere, or, you know what I mean, sending out a bunch of emails, or putting those feelers out, throwing a bunch of stuff at the wall. You know, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if there's any kind of organization. This is sometimes just like scattershot. Okay. And the Nine of Cups is confirming that this is worth it for you. This is going to be a very critical time in your life. I feel like this is a transitional period. Okay. I feel that you are now being told to prioritize your happiness. Prioritize those things that put your dreams front and center. Your dreams don't have to be in the background anymore, saying, well, one day, maybe, and it's getting further and further away, that dream. No. You're being told to prioritize your happiness and start today. Sooner rather than later. Get creative. Okay? Say yes, get creative, get the ball rolling. Future position, Emperor energy. This is authority, sovereignty. This is control. This is a fortified ego. Okay? You're being told to believe in yourself. Spirit wants you to take charge of your life. Okay? And be willing to pursue your goals regardless of what other people think. A fortified ego is not too easily influenced by the opinions of others. The Emperor doesn't care about public opinion too much, you know? He's going to do what it feels is right, even if people don't like them. Okay? So I feel like you're prioritizing your life. You're prioritizing your goals. You're prioritizing yourself, your true self, your authentic self. And you're putting your dream front and center now. Okay? And you're doing it rather unapologetically. You don't owe anybody an explanation. And I think that this is in a way this is that assertive drive. Okay? You have a right to be in charge of yourself, to make decisions for you and for your life. Okay? And I think that this is you kind of driving the car, you know. This is you putting in the work, putting in that effort to construct that life that you are dreaming of, and whatever that love is. This is you with the discipline to get it done. This is you're taking it seriously. Okay? This is a sincere effort now to do it. Okay, we're doing it for real. Yeah. You're manifesting something. You're manifesting that life. You're manifesting that dream. See, this is the inspiration. The Emperor is the one that can actually get it done. This is the fortified ego. This is the facilitator. This is the energy that can do something, that can manifest. This is what you're manifesting. So this is really the perfect, and this is you, of course, choosing to unite these two. All right, this is the union that's taking place, the dream with that ego that can actually make the dream real. Now, path of the serpent, you've got your hermit energy. Spirit says it's time for you to come out of hiding, to sort of come out of your shell. Okay? I think that you've deprioritized your happiness. You've dimmed your shine. You've hid your light away in service to other people, probably, or to other priorities or other responsibilities. I feel like right now Spirit wants you to put your spiritual light top priority. Okay? And maybe that means kind of turning away from other things in life that don't really deserve your attention anymore. Yeah. I kind of feel like it in a way you're sort of going hermit mode. You know, I feel like you're withdrawing from other things, from other distractions. You're choosing to kind of put the blinders on and not let your energy be stolen away from you, or your time, or your attention, your effort, right? I think that the hermit energy here in your foundational energy, in this kind of general energy spot, I think that it really is showing that the timing is right here, because I feel like you spent a lot of time, incubating this idea inside of you, preparing yourself maybe. A lot of introspection, a lot of self-work, a lot of spiritual work. And I think now is the perfect time for you to start extending that energy outwardly. Does that make sense? So it feels like it's the timing that really is the big deal here. I feel like you've done the self-work, you've done the personal evolution, the spiritual work, and now it's time for you to get out on that road. I feel like you're going your own way. I feel like you've been preparing for something for a long time. Now it's time to actually get off on that trail. Make your own trail, really. The hermit's the one that goes off-road, right? You're going off-trail. You're forging your own way here. And I think that you've been preparing, and maybe financially preparing, spiritually preparing, physically preparing, mentally, emotionally, right? I feel like now you're ready to start this journey. You're ready to begin like your true path. Okay? Everything up till now has been preparation. Now it's time to set forth. Okay? The Four of Pentacles in this position, I feel that you are going to be finding the right resources that you need. Okay? Spirit's kind of emphasizing a frugality with the Four of Pentacles, emphasizing a need for you to kind of conserve your resources. Okay? So again, kind of going with this idea of not letting things steal away your resources, time, effort, energy, money, and space. Okay? That you're kind of dedicating your resources to this path. Maybe you're building a business. Maybe you're trying to build a home, or you're trying to build up your wealth or your finances, or whatever it could be. Maybe you're trying to build up the relationship, or something along those lines. Have reverence for your resources and your personal space. Okay? I feel that this is a card of boundaries. So Spirit's emphasizing having limits and boundaries with the people in your life, not letting them always be taking from you. Okay? Sometimes you have to say no and set a limit to things, because your priorities are shifting. Okay? And this may appear to others as you isolating yourself, or that something's different about you. You're not the same as you used to be. You're not as fun as you used to be. And yes, something I think is changing in you. I think your priorities are changing. And you're being told to have limits, to know when to shut your door, when to put the closed sign in the window. Okay? You don't have to be always available to everybody. And that's part of our hermit energy too. I think that what you're doing is you're locking up the house, and you're going out on a solo adventure to find what it is that you really want and what you are really looking for in life. Yeah. Our next card is the Four of Cups. It's similar to the Four of Pentacles, but in the emotional realm. Okay. I think that this is a card of the comfort zone. Okay, and this is kind of saying that, look, this is going to be a challenging road for you. It's going to be a road that is worth it. It's going to be infinitely rewarding, but you're going to have to overcome a certain inertia. Okay, the Four of Cups is sometimes the storm shelter. Okay, where we feel better down in the cellar where we're protected from the weather. Okay, because there's going to be weather out there. Yeah. And so I feel like that preparation, the fortification of the Emperor is ready for some of that turbulence that we might experience when we go and take this journey outside of our comfort zone, when we set limits with the people in our lives and we sort of take an emotional risk. Okay? Because this is a risk. I feel that you're taking a chance on your dream. Well, it is a risk. Okay? There's an element of sort of, I don't know, sacrificing some of the comforts in life that have been, I don't know, making us complacent. Okay? Four of Cups sometimes is us masking. It's sometimes us just kind of trying to pretend that everything's okay. Okay? And I feel like now you don't really have to do that, because now you're making things okay. You're admitting what it is you truly want, and you're saying, it's time now. I'm ready. I've done whatever work has preceded this. I've prepared myself, and now I'm setting out. I'm getting out of this comfort zone. And I don't have to pretend that life is fine. Now I know that this is what I want, and nothing's going to prevent me from getting this. And the Two of Swords, every decision that you make is going to be an intuitive decision. You're going to be very reasonable, responsible, okay? You're going to use your logic. You're going to think about things, but you're going to trust your heart. You're going to trust your intuition. You're going to let that love guide you. Okay? Because that GPS, that spiritual GPS is activated. What you're seeking is seeking you. And your heart's going to know what decisions to make. Okay? And that Two of Swords, this is about choice, but it's about how you make choices. Okay? Don't let your mind interfere with your heart right now. Your mind is there to assist your heart. And that's the little crescent moon at the top of that card there. Your heart is guiding you, and your mind is just going to figure out a way to make it happen. But it's kind of like your heart's the boss. Okay, because your heart right now is more intimately connected with spirit than your mind is. Your mind is there to figure out how to navigate. Okay? But the heart is the one that kind of is pointing where to go. The heart is saying, we're going that way, and the mind is saying, okay, let me figure out the route. And I think that you're going to figure it out kind of step by step. I don't feel that there's a really a complete plan that's emerging yet. I feel like you're kind of improvising. You're going to figure things out as you go. But it's important that you get started as soon as possible on this. I want to look at the mystery card. What are we thinking here? I don't know. I think maybe a Six of Cups. Maybe it'll give us a hint about kind of what this is, or what the sort of guiding energy might be for you. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments. I feel like this is going to be some sort of a guide. Yeah? Let's see. It's the Two of Pentacles. So now we have 2, 2, and 2. It's all about your choices. Okay? It's all about you being proactive, and it's not about knowing every step of the way. It's about you always taking the next step. Okay? Letting love guide your very next footstep, being proactive, making decisions that are taking you in the right direction toward what you love. Okay? Not sacrificing what it is you truly want in life, not sacrificing your happiness, pursuing your happiness, prioritizing your fulfillment and your sense of purpose, activating your dream and going for it. Okay? Going for it. Setting boundaries, having a fortified ego. It's okay to piss people off sometimes. When you set boundaries with people, people aren't really going to like it all the time. They might have something to say about it. You have to be fortified against that. You have to be prepared for people to kind of get mad at you for turning off the tap. Well, that's okay. Yeah. So I think that your life is changing. I feel like your prophecy is being revealed to you. I feel that your heart cannot deny it anymore. And I feel that you are prioritizing this happiness and this pursuit and this path. And you're going to continue moving in that direction. I feel like your life is changing from this point forward. Yeah. We're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around, we'll do an I Ching hexagram. We'll do some oracle cards. There's a link in the corner. There's a link down below. New readings for Virgo are twice a week, so be sure to tune in. This is a bonus reading. Okay. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we are all in this together.